ever wonder what could have been? The Marvel Cinematic Universe has taken Peter Parker on a unique journey, and skipping the well-trodden origin story and initially keeping the Avengers at arm's length. The path has been different. Um, the success of Spider-Man: Brand New Day guarantees another film, but some comic characters seem destined to remain absent. Um, Certain villains, world building choices, and even romantic interests just don't fit the current narrative. Um, uh, Brand New Day offered a chance for a fresh start, but it leaned into existing MCU characters like Bruce Banner and Yelena Belova. This makes the inclusion of others even less likely. Let's explore those characters who may never swing into action in Tom Holland's universe. Um, and First up, a face familiar to many Spider-Man fans, Harry Osborn, from Tobey Maguire's trilogy to the Andrew Garfield films and even video games. Harry's been a cornerstone of Peter's life. Traditionally, he's Peter's childhood best friend and Mary Jane's former boyfriend. Uh, the fact that he hasn't even been mentioned feels like a clear signal. Bringing in an old friend this late in the game would feel uh, forced in the MCU has already established that Oscorp doesn't exist, according to Norman Osborn. Plus, Harry's story, while compelling, has been told many times. Similar to the decision to skip Uncle Ben's death, the MCU seems to be avoiding retreating familiar ground. Moving on, we have the Hobgoblin. While the Green Goblin is more famous, the Hobgoblin has always been a significant threat. The mystery surrounding his identity eventually revealed as the Ned leads added another layer to the villain's appeal. Uh, no Way Home hinted at Ned becoming a villain, but that path seems unlikely now. Ned's newfound magical abilities opened up exciting possibilities. He could have easily gone down a darker path, especially with his memory of Peter wiped. However, Brand New Day solidified Ned as a steadfast friend, making a Hobgoblin transformation seem out of character. Next, we come to Venom and Eddie Brock. Technically, Eddie made a brief cameo in No Way Home, but he was sent back to his universe with a piece of the symbiote. It seemed to set up a major storyline, but Brand New Day passed on that opportunity. While a symbiote story is still possible, it doesn't seem to be the direction the MCU is taking. The MCU didn't provide Peter with a journalism career, which is how he and Eddie traditionally meet. Plus, Tom Hardy's portrayal of Eddie and Venom is already well established, making a reboot potentially redundant. And finally, there's for a long time, she remained a tragic figure, a character defined by her death. Of course, she's been resurrected in various forms, gaining popularity in Into the Spider-Verse and beyond. Brand New Day presented a perfect opportunity to introduce her. with MJ's memory wiped, opening the door for a new romance. However, the film ultimately paved the way for MJ to regain her memories, making a Gwen Stacy love triangle feel out of place. While a superhero version of Gwen isn't impossible, the current state of the MCU's multiverse saga suggests it's unlikely before another solo Spider-Man film. It feels like Gwen's best chance may be tied to the potential introduction of Miles Morales. Um, so there you have it. A look at the characters who might be permanently sidelined in the MCU. And it's a tough reality for fans of those stories. But the ever expanding universe of Marvel is always full of surprises. And speaking of surprises, did you know that in some comics, Venom and Spider-Man actually teamed up to fight crime? It's true. Uh, that was what talk about an unlikely duo possibly stands down citizen. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, I'm using Microsoft.